Welcome gamers to Sintopia. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel, and we're going to be actually doing something a bit different today. We're going to be sort of crashing and burning. We're going to actually go into full destruction mode, where we actually let the game just run itself and run itself into the dirt, which is actually quite informational if you are sort of interested in the game, to sort of see what sort of things, what sort of challenges you're going to be facing. Anyway, before I get started, a special thank you to Team 17 who is sponsoring the content, as well as there is a playtest on from the 10th to the 16th of February in 2026. There is a link below in the description which you can actually go and go to the Steam page to be part of that playtest if you're in in that date period, or if you may want to wishlist the game before it comes out. It's coming out sometime in 2026, but I'm not sure when. I think it's around mid-year, but I'm not 100% sure on the actual date that it's actually due for launch. Let's get into it. So, as I said before, we're just going to go into a challenge. Just going to go into a new mandate. Now, we are going to just sort of randomize. Well, actually, I'm picking any old thing. It really doesn't matter what we have to do through here, because we're just going to let it sort of run itself into the dirt. Probably the one thing that we may sort of play with is actually what sort of things do we have. So this one here, we've got mutated wargs. Okay, that just means the wargs are going to be harder, so that will be fine. Let's just go with this one here. It really doesn't matter what we choose. I'm not going to pick any boons, so we're not going to worry about doing any of those. That means we're just going to have a fully random game, and so we'll just go and start the mandate. The only thing I'm going to do in the whole game is just connect up the road in hell and just leave it at that. So when we come in, that'll be all I actually get up to. Different sort of world, this one. This is a archipelago. So let's just go back down into hell and just connect everything up. And we can just go straight ahead. There we are. Nice and easy. Here we go. A road straight the way out. Straight through the middle, through the guts. That's all we have to do here. We're just going to ramp everything up now to full speed. We are going to have a new ruler fairly soon. If we just get our bearings, that's the temple. So we now have a ruler that's just been coronated. Very, very important to know what the ruler does. This is an ambitious explorer. And so this one here is going to prioritize scouting. So scouts are going to be given a big boost, and they're going to sort of diminish what happens with churches. So essentially priests will take a backward step, rangers will take a forward step, but everything else will be fairly balanced. So this one should be okay. Quite often you start where it's fairly foggy, and sometimes the days will be foggy. So we have fishing. What else do we have in terms of industry? There's a ranger there. Power node back over this other side. Rangers are looking at the power node. Once they sort of get that one, we'll then start to get whatever this one is going to give us, which is, there we are. This one here is Magrock. Magmines. Rockalicious. These are where we can throw rocks if we wanted to. Now I'm not going to actually get in and do anything at all. I'm just going to let the game run itself. This is the cemetery. There's 2 souls going through hell. We may pick up a few heroes this first day, but because we're not processing anything, we're not going to get any more than that. And heroes are vitally important for what you then go and build. So that's not going to help us at all. We do actually have a mine up this way as well. And I can hear wargs somewhere. What else is on this world? There's not much, is there? It's fairly benign. There's a gore camp. These are like little lizard men back over this side. So they're not really going to be strong enough to attack us, I don't think. What else is there? What else is there? Another gore camp back in there. Maybe over this side, another gore camp there, another gore camp there. We do actually have like poison mushrooms, like these things here, and if anything that comes past, well then sort of there'll be deadly spores that will then sort of come out from that one there. We'll find other things. This is the Shrine of Atonement, I think it is, or Pillar of Atonement. This is actually where the most impactful of the damage. This is like an Endgame sort of event that does happen once this one actually hits the end point there. It's got a long way to go, so we won't see that. We'll be dead well before then. There's some wargs back over this other side. So the wargs are just sitting through this area as well. I'm not sure where the big gore camp is. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. when they're going to be attacking. So different resource nodes back over this way as well. Interesting, yeah, interesting. There's nothing too dangerous from the Gorkas, the lizard men. Here we go. We're actually now building things already. So we're building ourselves a barracks, which is actually going to defend the city very, very well. It's day 2. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause now until we get an event. So I'll come back when there's something is actually happening. All right, we're in day 3 now, and we've got a group of soldiers that have now come across to where the Rangers are. The Rangers are waiting for the soldiers before they sort of then march in. They're going to be marching through this forest and should be taking on this group of Gorkas in here, just a small outpost. Just watch this actually go in, this particular attack. Here they come. So they're now fighting. If they can destroy the actual Gorkas, then they will ultimately, which it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, they'll then go and attack the Rangers as well. So no, they killed them, and so the Gorkas won. They were 10 beforehand, they're now 6. They did lose a few, so there'll be another group that will then come from the city here at some point. Now what are they doing? These are Rangers again, I think. Just watching to see, probably looking for, actually I don't know why they're there. Very strange. They are Rangers. Alright, we haven't built anything else, so nothing else has been constructed. Yeah, we had the mine there before. That's alright. Another war group being sent off. So the Rangers will first of all have a look to see what's around, and if I just click on this one, we'll then find the actual soldiers on their way. So I can just keep on going back and forwards between the Rangers, which are watching what's going on, and then so they've got another group of Rangers. Just we're looking at them. I don't know if they can cross there, but that looks like that may be what they're going to be doing. Yeah, there's some dead people there, some dead bodies. Oh, now these have become zombies. We just happened to see it. So these have actually become zombies. Now zombies arrive when we can't process bodies fast enough. So if there's dead bodies around, I should actually explain exactly how these do come along. So if we go back into the cemetery, which is here, the people in here have got a setting into this other side called soul rot. Once they go past this point, it then sort of leads to contamination. Some of them may not have soul rot. Some of them are sort of immune to it. I don't know if we'll see any in here at this stage that are, but some will be. And so they're all got it in this case. So this is most likely one of the ways that we could end up losing the game, is that we don't process the souls fast enough. In this case, so when this one hits the top, they become zombies, and zombies will then go and attach themselves to a dead body, and we just happen to be right there in the water where there was actually a group of soldiers who'd been killed here by the wargs that are back over here. And so this is actually what these group of soldiers are being set up for. And so these zombies are now coming back through to attack, well, they're trying to attack anything that's living, including things like wargs or Gorkas. So they're just going to be coming back in through this other side. If we just go back and watch what actually happens here. So they're all being killed by the actual Rangers. Now those souls are then lost for good. We don't have, so they're now out of the loop. That doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. Now the soldiers are coming. Here they come. I'll just get rid of that message. Might as well just keep on watching this one. Is that them coming? Yeah, this is the soldiers coming to attack the wargs. So they'll go in now and help these other guys fight. I'll move forward into the water. Rangers are heading across as well. Now, are there any left? Yeah, there's still 5 of them left. So the guys are fighting. They've been killed, and then these guys are all being killed as well. Oh no, now they're actually attacking the warg area. This is now damaged. So these Rangers should be able to bring this one down. So they were part of the war party. It's very intricate and cool the way it sort of does work like this. There's very nice systems in this game. That's been collapsed, and so essentially they killed 16 of our guys. So our actually we don't have that many souls left being processed. won't worry about the chests. The chests give you different abilities. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So we've now gone across there. If we do have builders, are these guys builders? No, they're just rangers. They're just coming in to check what's going on. If we do actually ultimately... Now, actually, when we do special things like this, we do end up with chests, which we can then sort of use magic to open up, but I'm not going to worry about it. The leftover things in through here can be then built upon if we want to. And we'll need a builder's... guild to be able to then process that. We don't actually have one at this stage. Anyway, let's keep on waiting. It's now day 4, heading in towards day 5. I'll just pause again. This little group of rangers has found this location here, which could be then, they've earmarked it and they've raised a flag. What this will then do is it'll raise it so that we could end up building a sawmill out here. Are they moving back in? I think they're still looking around for things. Rangers are very important for finding things and for sort of preparing what you sort of need to do in the future. Another warband heading off somewhere else. So one group will then be checking out what's where. We have a Gorka camp back out this way, and in this case, they're now just calling the warband. And if I go and click on this bit here, we'll then go and see the actual warband itself coming through. So they're now moving off to attack that Gorka camp. Or Gorka camp. I'll let them just do their own thing. Oh, here we go. Now we actually have, on day 5 is when you start to get the actual Gorka raids where they come at you. In this case, it's only going to be 10 raiders. So this is fairly simple, and we don't have we do have a big area. So this one here is now preparing an attack. So these guys are when the dusk comes, they will then launch their attack against us. So we'll just watch this one go in as well. So there's be a lot that happens from now on, basically, in the game. But about day 5 is where if you're not really ready to go... In fact, it's funny, we've actually been able to process 9 heroes. I very rarely get above 3 or 4 when I actually just do one of these things where it just runs away on its own. Let's just leave them where they are. The Gorka raid will then change into an actual group that will leave fairly soon. So I'm not going to help this. I could actually help them a little bit, but you'll notice that there's like an area around it in through here where I can't cast spells. So I can't actually directly attack the group. If there's wood on the outside of this little area, it's very hard to see it because the cloud's moving across, but there is like a ring around it. If I can get hold of the wood, I can then do a push to then try to sort of throw it at the actual temple that they've got. Here we go. They'll be leaving very, very soon. Actually, where's our area? We're way over there, I think. No, is that where we are? I'm not sure. Here we go. They're going now. Here they come. This little group is going to be the only... that's just going to be the group that will then attack. Now, if they find wargs on the way like this, they are likely to run off and actually attack them, but they weren't close enough. They're going to cross the water. It's a bit too deep for them. Here they go, a bit of a pass through there. So they had to cross there first. I don't know what that is there. That's a Gore camp, I think. Yeah, that's a Gore camp there. You can see the ring that's we can't use magic. If it's just a 1-star Gore camp, we can use magic. So we can sort of directly help the destruction of those. And warg areas we can always help with as well. So that's taken them all night just to get halfway there. Over we go. That's the temple there. They're going to come charging through here, I would assume. Here they come. So they're going to be attacking through this meadow down towards the towards our civilization. Here comes the soldiers, and we're going to be destroying these before they can really get close enough. But those raids will just get bigger and bigger. So that was actually cleared out, and we just got one of these as well. Whoops, hang on. Sorry, I'll just go back again. Where was that? Just keep on going. Pick these. Don't cost you any up. Like they don't cost you anything to cast, whereas the actual spells that you research do. Right. So that was day 5. We're now starting to see deviants that are actually coming into the game. If we go and click on these, we can then sort of see who's who. So we've got deviants a deviant there, which is an envy deviant, and who else do we have? We have another envy deviant back over here. These are both rangers that have sort of just gone over the 50% mark with envy in both cases. I'm not sure why that one flashes and the other one doesn't. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, actually, that was a big attack that went through. Let's change roles. Now it's a harvester. Anyway, it's now got 4 of them. 2 more in this little group. 5 now. This is interesting. Once they actually hit up into here at 100%, they change into demons. So there's a lot of envy. Now, we would need to find... Actually, I'm not sure. Does that mean that they're changing jobs? I'm just not sure. There's now 6. Let's watch what happens with this one here. It's a chest. So it's only just hit 50. It's still a ranger. Should be heading back off to... Oh no, it's going in there. Oh, that one actually killed that one there and took their job as a gatherer. Interesting. And so this is now a dead body that could become a zombie. We've only got 8 characters, it's 8 souls in the cemetery, which means that there's not really much likelihood at this stage. Is that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. So a bit of a murderer, this one. So they're acting out on their sins. We've now got 8. Just keep on seeing when we get one that's close enough to spawn into a demon. There we go. That's the biggest one. This citizen become a harvester. Just going to be in there fishing away. Now, often their sins will come from their life path. This one is only going to get greed, so that's not really going to be any impactful aspect of what they're doing. So that's not going to grow much more with what he's doing there. Another gatherer. Again, we've just got greed. Greed is what's going to be coming through that one. This one here is also envy. Citizen. Actually, he's just become a builder. And if we have a look again at these ones, this is pride and sloth, so that one shouldn't keep on growing. Not much anyway. It does accrue a little bit anyway. So this ranger is also looking like he's a bit murderous. He's moving back. Probably going to take somebody else's role. So he's sort of green with envy. There we go. Become a harvester as well. I don't know why they're doing that. Anyway, that's fine. So we've got a few murderous guys around. So there's little bodies now being left all over the place. That makes sense now. Now that I know what that is, it means that they've got murderous intent. Still only got 9 deviants. Yep, there's a lot of rangers that are full of envy. If we go and have a look at those, we'll sort of see that the rangers gain envy while working, with occasional bursts when building flags. We're now at 11. I can actually click on this to see what the highest level is. 85 is the highest, and we have 11. There's no others anywhere. They're all in envy. And so 85 is the high point there for envy. Now, lots gone on through here again as well. The chests I won't worry about. Our ruler died. We now have a new ruler. Queen is switched to colonization extremist. Now, this is going to be interesting. If we have a quick look and see what's happened with her, let's just get rid of her for a second and just go back across. So she is an extreme ruler. She's a colonization extremist. She's going to be promoting getting more and more rangers, which means we're going to get more and more envy. She also is going to be promoting soldiers. So she is fanatical about rangers, fanatical about newcomers, fortified watchtowers, and Humus see and dream. So all humans are more vulnerable to envy. So while she's in charge, we're going to see an explosion of envy. Now, it's day 8 already, so it's sort of moving down towards what should be the end game for us, where there won't be too much more going on. Just go and grab that while we're here. Envy is just going to get worse and worse in this particular one because we've got essentially an insane ruler. Because the ruler is actually also going to be, she's going to be already over the top with envy. So she's actually now a very, very envious ruler. If they're under, they're actually a good ruler, or goodish, but if they're over, they become very, very, the sin starts to drive them, which is very, very cool. So she's now just going to be sitting there, doing nothing much. But the rulers have such a massive bearing on what happens to your empire. So we're going to see a very, very strong empire in terms of military, but at the expense of other things. Now, we've got 102 Humus. We don't have a hell of a lot of them, which means we don't have a hell of a lot of souls in the cemetery. Now, you can, once again, if you're playing the game properly, you'll be able to find ways to be able to process more souls more quickly. You'll be able to sort of cleanse the sins. We've got 16 now. Let's have a look and see. Still 85 is still the maximum. I'll just go and click the highest sinner. It's this one here. Now you see how when they're actually towards getting demonic, they end up with this inverted pentagram inside the sin that they're actually there. And this is one of the soldiers. So he's moving off. Now the soldier there is, they have envy? No, this one's just got wrath and sloth are the two sins that they're likely to get as soldiers. So they're going off to attack something. Just watch what happens in here. Looks like a chest, I think. He's running back to go and kill someone. Okay, yeah, we're in the 80s, late 80s now. Full of murderous intent. Debauched thinking, green with envy, mad with envy actually. Now, depending on what job he gets, this may just stop at this point, but that at the moment is the highest level that we actually have. So he's left everyone else alone. He's just coming in nice and calmly. Who's he going to take out? It's a great little game. They tend to be going into here. I don't know why. There we go. Just taking your job. All right, let's just leave it there for a little while and just see what actually happens next. So what have we got in through here? We've got the hospital. So the doctors will now go around and they'll start to bury bodies. So when there's bodies left over, oh, there's the Queen. Now what's she doing out here? Stalking, because she's envious. I don't know who she's envious of. Stalking in here. Okay, stalking, probably stalking this one here, this deviant. Oh no, must be somebody else. This is so cool. Now we've got the dead body there. The dead body is going to be also giving out soul rot. We've got 22 in the cemetery now, so we possibly will see this one come back as a zombie at some point. Bang! Now this is actually this is a demon that just come in through here. That was actually the demon that was there. If we just go across, a Humu called Carlaman Fleetfoot summoned a blind seer in the overworld. His presence make all living Humus vulnerable to its sin. So if we go and have a bit of a look at this one through here, there was a demon that was just summoned in here. So what the one that we were following did actually keep on, the greed kept on growing, and so this one is now, a demon has been spawned at this location. I've just paused it here for a second. The queen's right there as well, so I don't know what she's thinking. But anyway, the demon was summoned, and now it's zooming off to another location. Let's just follow it and see where it ends up going. We should be able to spot it. If we just go back across to it. Here it comes. That will then find a resource area and then establish its own little sort of realm on the outskirts here. These have to be destroyed by the military eventually, and it will then send out a wave of sin spawn to then go and attack the group. The more of these we get, the more dangerous things will become. So they've actually now got sin spawner here, so they're all now wandering off to go and attack attack our settlement. It's incredible, isn't it? The interplay and the way everything sort of does interact. These guys are trying to support, trying to help. Look at the number of undead. There'll be all sorts of other things, and there's another raid about to happen as well. We've got a new ruler. Another insane ruler was brought in. Another colonization extremist. These are all being killed on the way. These are all more souls that then sort of get pushed into the mix. More rangers being killed by the sin spawn. They're going to go off and destroy anything at all. So that's now just been sort of raised, the actual ability to for us to expand. So our rangers have done a good job of sort of moving through. I'll just get rid of all of these different messages. So we've got another Gorka raid coming. I'll just go and finish these off. We've got another, this is now disease inside here as well. So there's disease happening. And then these sin spawn are just moving their way into town. Now it looks like there's not very many soldiers left. We're down to 66 people. And we've got 47 in the graveyard. So we're going to expect to see a zombie explosion. There we go. We've got 3 zombies already. These guys are now attacking the actual city itself, and they'll start to pull down the actual buildings. Another aspirant ruler, so we've just lost another ruler. The rulers will try to defend the towns. It's been destroyed, and off they go. Still sort of destroying things that they can find. Now we've got another raid coming out from here, this time with a shaman. Have a quick look and see. We've got now this is a normal ruler that we've ended up getting, a builder. So this one here will be an industry mogul. Promote gathering, merchants, and building. Very, very cool the way this works. How are we going with the barracks? We've got only 4 soldiers, so hardly anything at all. Now, the end game is when the temple falls. So the enemies will just come thick and fast. We're in day 10 now, which is about usually when we play it like this, that it will actually then all collapse in a heap. We may be able to hold on for another couple of days, I would guess. We've still got an epidemic. So we've got 37 dead bodies, currently infectious. So these are all over the place. Yeah, we've got dead bodies everywhere now. So we've got more of these raiders on their way. They're still a long way away. We got 2 zombies. Just follow this group. There they are out in front. Killing off the soldiers. Let's just grab that on the way. We haven't used any of these, but I could actually be helping with spells if I wanted to. But we want to see how fast it takes for these things to be destroyed. Here goes the barracks. No soldiers left. These guys, now the ruler should come out and attack these. And they'll just keep on destroying whatever they possibly can. There's now fires that will be sort of raging. Yep, still got a few dead bodies around. So they're destroying everything as they find it. Rangers have come back up. And so the shaman is just, he's sort of working away here. The Walker shaman. Now just working his way again on the barracks. More walkers charging into town, killing everyone. We're down to 32 people. Just got a heap in here. If there's any zombies, they'll attack anything living, including the walkers. Now, because of the lack of population, our sinometer has gone right down, the deviance. It looks like we only had one demon that actually managed to come in. So the walkers ultimately did enough damage there to stop different attacks and things coming in. There's only one shaman left. But he's going to keep on destroying everything. There's nothing much that can really sort of... Oh, here we go. Another sin spawn. An envy raid is now coming fairly soon again. We'll have a look at them as they arrive. So we've got fires now raging. If you get healing rain, you can actually stop the fires. If you sort of end up unlocking that through the Liber Administratum. Now again, the sin spawn will attack walkers if they're around. But we're down to 34 people. No soldiers. It's the next morning. 22 people now in the cemetery. So this shaman is just going to town here. We've got these sin spawn coming. These are the envy. Actually, are these envy sin spawn? We got another demon that came in. Let's just pause for a quick second and have a quick look. Demonic activity. Now I've only got the one, the blind seer. That's the only one that we've actually got. This one that was back out here. So he's actually sent the group in. So he's got his little group that he's now moving in. So he's just commanding the sin spawn as they sort of come back into town. So they're just going to do more damage as they arrive. So we've got that Gawker. They're still sort of doing damage in the middle of town. They should attack him if they come across him first, which they probably will. There they go. So they'll destroy him and then they'll just continue on with their own destruction. This is the hospital. And then they're just going in attacking what they can. Eventually they'll make it up to the temple. This temple is fairly well protected. 3 zombies out and about. We're down to 17 people. It's very, very cool. So we've got the sin spawn. They're trying to make their way up to the temple. I just love how different the game can be depending on what actually happens and depending on who your ruler is. It really makes a massive difference. Yeah, I've still got 10 sin spawn. They're just sort of marching their way in, doing what they can. There they go, chasing people away. The moon is now risen. More sin spawn all over the place now. It's just amazing, this game. Phenomenal. Okay, we've still got 5 left. Another aspirant ruler. So there goes the new monarch. Another crazy one because you can see it's a deviant, an envy deviant. So this is going to be another one of these colonization extremists. But there's nothing that she can really build anymore. The barracks are down. There's still rangers in that watchtower. Looks like the Yep, so we've got disease now everywhere. And got 13 zombies. If we just zoom in a little bit and have a bit of a look around. Yeah, so we've got zombies in here now. So the zombies are now attacking everything as well. So we now sort of got like 19 zombies. You see, we've only got 11 people. 10 people now. But the zombies are slowly sort of smashing their way through. They're off there killing what they can. Chasing down people. There's dead bodies everywhere. There's the rangers. The rangers are stopping them. Comes a whole lot of more zombies. Oh, that's good. They did a good job there. This little group of rangers. 10 zombies. 9. Yeah, they're doing a great job of protecting the town. All 8 people, 3 of them in this little group here. That's still sin spawn? Or no, there's zombies. Okay, that was good. We're down to 8 people now, though. So things are sort of not going all that well. We're day 13, which is actually good going. But any other little interaction will cause us a lot of strife. So they're still operational. We're up to 13 again now. It may take a little while before we get another attack. Let's have a look and see what the highest level is. 98. Here we go. We're going to get another demon very, very soon. This group over here. This one here will change into a demon. Bang! There we go. It will now move off and create another location out here. It'll send another group of sin spawn. And then that should be all we sort of really need to worry about in through here. More zombies back out this other side. They're getting ready to send in another 15 sin spawn. So they're just building them all up. Get this little portal open, and then these guys are now all charging off. It's actually two groups. Yeah, we've got 2 different groups now coming in. So we've actually got 30 sin spawn coming in from 2 different demons to attack the town. In they come. New aspirant ruler. We've got a normal ruler this time. This one is an idealist collectivist, so it'll be looking to try to get growth happening. Back up to 21 Humus. Sin spawn have attacked this area. I'll just follow the rest of these in. Here they come. It's just gone midday. And will they be able to finish this off now? Now we've got 15 in this group and another 15 coming in behind them as well. They've destroyed this. They'll kill off all the people. We'll see the numbers go right down. There's hardly any souls left either. So it's just things have been killed off fairly stringently. I'll just keep on killing all the people. What I might do is just grab one of these sin spawn. We'll just follow it through. So they're going to destroy these houses. There's more and more people being attacked. Now, eventually they'll make their way up into here and kill off the ruler. Now the ruler's coming down to attack them. It shouldn't last very long. Yep, there we go. And that's still going off, attacking more people. People are coming back out of the top. So these are being processed. They've just walked through the line. So they're now being attacked. We've now got zombies as well. The zombies will attack everything. Now, is this all zombies? Hang on, let's have a quick look. No, these are all still sin spawn. The sin spawn will now start to pull apart the temple. Door is open. And the more and more of these that can sort of come in, the more that they'll be doing this. More of them now attacking the temple. They'll kill people if they can find them first. But look at the destruction. And there was that second group of sin spawn. I don't know if they're back up in here yet or not. There's really not going to be much else that can actually now save the temple. There's a new ruler. Back over here, the aspirant ruler. Didn't even make it to coronation. There's another Gorka raid coming. We killed a lot of aspirant rulers there now. And so we'll see different messages like the temple is being attacked. It's being pulled apart by these sin spawn. I'll just keep on killing people every time there's an aspirant ruler. There was an aspirant queen. Never made it to coronation. So this is the end, guys. This is the end of the game. So that sort of gives you a bit of a feel as to the sorts of dangers that you're likely to sort of need to mitigate as you play the game. You saw the escalation. It's really quite cool the way that does sort of push itself forward as things sort of develop. This one really shouldn't take too long now before the temple is fully collapsed. Day 15, that's pretty good going actually, to be honest. Like it's when you just let the game run itself without actually any interference like this, anything can happen. So this is actually pretty cool. There's another aspirant ruler there. Another group, enemies on the march. This is actually the Gwarkas. Now they'll attack each other, so that could make things even slower. A few more aspirant rulers being destroyed. We're down to 0 people. No more living Humus. It's just a matter now of destroying the temple. There it goes. One more little column to destroy, and then that should be the end of it. There it is. Failure. So in all its glory. What a great, great game. It's just such a cool game, this one. It's unbelievable. Absolutely love it. I've had so much fun with this game. And the ways it ends can be all sorts of different ways as well. So this is just one of them. But I did want to show just how things can escalate out of control if you're not managing all those different aspects in the game. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you do sort of want to have a bit of a play yourself, that play test is available, as I said before, 10th of February in 2026 through to the 16th of February 2026. So I'll probably put this video up pretty much at the start of the play test. And then after that, I'll actually have a series where I'll actually start to play a proper series of the actual game to try to sort of actually win a game, which will take a fair few episodes. But yeah, such a great game. Anyway, we get any? Oh, we got 700 points. So we did actually accomplish a few of the things we were supposed to do. Got 207 souls resurrected. I'm not sure what that was from, to be honest. This mandate. If we go back, there's a survey when you finish playing it as well, just to sort of say what you think. We played Archipelago, so break sainthoods, we didn't have to do that one. Have employees, we didn't have that one. So it's terminate sin spawns. We needed to terminate 30 of those, which is what we did. So that's how we got our 700 points. That was good. Anyway, that was pretty damn cool. I really am enjoying this game enormously. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.